Feeling constantly tired, foggy, moody, or even tingling in your hands and feet? You might be thinking, that's just my PCOS. But what if it's actually a vitamin B12 deficiency, something that's extremely common in women with PCOS, especially if you're taking metformin? Let's talk about why vitamin B12 might be one of the most overlooked nutrients in PCOS care, and what you can do to make sure your levels are exactly where they need to be. So what is vitamin B12, and why does it matter for PCOS? Vitamin B12 is a water-soluble vitamin found mostly in animal-based foods like meat, fish, dairy, and eggs. It plays some pretty important roles in your body, including energy production, mood regulation, brain and nerve health, red blood cell formation, conversion of homocysteine to methionine, which supports cardiovascular health. Basically, if you're low on B12, you're going to feel it in your body and your brain. What does a B12 deficiency look like? If your B12 levels are too low, you may notice fatigue or weakness, numbness or tingling in your hands and feet, memory problems or brain fog, mood swings or depression, blurry vision, pale or yellowish skin. And long-term deficiency, it can lead to irreversible nerve damage, anemia, and even early cognitive decline. That's why it's so important to catch it early, especially if you have PCOS. So let's talk about PCOS and B12 deficiency. What's the connection? Now here's where it gets personal for my PCOS warriors. Women with PCOS are at a higher risk for B12 deficiency. Why? One big reason is metformin, a common medication prescribed to help with insulin resistance. Several studies show that metformin interferes with B12 absorption by changing gut bacteria, disrupting intrinsic factor, a protein needed to absorb B12, altering gut motility. Over time, this can lead to a progressive and dose-dependent drop in your B12 levels, meaning the longer you take metformin, the more likely you are to become deficient. In one study, 57.7% of women on metformin had subnormal B12 levels compared to just 25% in women who hadn't started the medication yet. Another long-term study, the Diabetes Prevention Program Outcome Study, found that after 5 and 13 years on metformin, a significant number of participants had low or borderline low B12 levels. So here's how to check your B12 status. Okay, so how do you know if you're low? Your doctor can run a serum B12 blood test, but here's the thing. Many experts believe the standard cutoff is too low. While less than 300 picograms per milliliter is often considered normal, some practitioners suggest aiming for greater than 600 picograms per milliliter for optimal functioning. Even better, ask for methylmalonic acid testing. It's a more sensitive marker for identifying early B12 deficiency, especially if your serum levels are borderline. You can also order your own lab test without a script from your doctor and without using your health insurance. You just choose whether you want the blood draw done at LabCorp or Quest. And then once it's ordered, you just print out the script from your account and then bring it with you to your Quest or LabCorp appointment that you would make online on the Quest or LabCorp website. It's really simple. I'm going to put a link in the website on how to do this. It's called walkinlab.com, and I'll put a link to the B12 deficiency test and the methylmalonic acid test. It's super affordable, and I'll just put the link to this in the description box below this video. So who's most at risk for B12 deficiency? You might be at higher risk if you take metformin, follow a vegan or vegetarian diet, have celiac disease or other GI disorders, take acid reducers or oral contraceptives, follow a very restrictive diet for weight loss or gut health. How much B12 do you need and what should you take? The RDA for adults is just 2.5 micrograms per day, but many women, especially those with PCOS or on metformin, need much more to maintain optimal levels. A daily supplement in the range of 250 to 500 micrograms is usually a safe supportive dose. If you are deficient, your doctor may recommend much higher doses temporarily. Look for sublingual methylcobalamin. It's the most bioavailable form, and dissolving it under your tongue bypasses absorption issues in the gut. If you are very deficient, your doctor may even recommend B12 injections. If you're interested in trying a high-quality B12 supplement, I created a PCOS supplement plan with a list of supplements that I recommend to my patients with PCOS. And it's also the same ones that I personally take to manage my symptoms. So I'll put the link to that in the description box below. And once you click on the link to the supplement plan, you need to create an account with your email, and then you'll be able to view the supplements. I don't do email marketing, so you don't need to worry about getting any spam from me. It's just so that you can log into your own online account. I will also leave a link to my favorite B12 supplement. I love it. I keep it in my purse, and I just have it with me at all times if I need a little boost of energy. You can also go into my supplement dispensary and search for other different types of supplements if you're looking for a high quality form of a particular item, because my supplement dispensary features pharmaceutical grade supplements that you can only get through a licensed healthcare practitioner. So should you supplement with B12 if you have PCOS? If you take metformin, the answer is almost always yes. I recommend all my clients on metformin get their B12 levels tested at least once a year, and most benefit from a daily supplement. Even if you're not on medication, B12 is one of those nutrients that can elevate your energy, sharpen your focus, and support your hormones. So it's never a bad idea to stay on top of it. Here are my final thoughts. So if you are feeling tired, foggy, or just off, don't ignore it. A simple blood test and the right B12 supplement could make a huge difference in how you feel every day. Have you had your B12 levels tested lately? Have you noticed a difference since taking a B12 supplement? Share your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more PCOS tips, and check out my PCOS nutrition playlist under the playlist section of my YouTube channel to learn more about how you can eat the right foods and other helpful tips to reduce your PCOS symptoms. And lastly, a lot of women with insulin resistance and PCOS struggle with food cravings. So if you have food cravings, then I want to let you know that I have a free online class where I teach you how to get rid of unhealthy food cravings without having to give up your favorite foods, even if you've struggled with unhealthy food cravings for many years. In the free online class, I teach you how to identify the root cause of your unhealthy food cravings and how to get rid of them for good. You'll also learn how to use my proven method to reduce and replace unhealthy food cravings so that you can get healthy and lose weight quickly. So if you want to sign up for my free online class of food cravings, the link is in the description box below. My name is Teresa. I'm a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and a health coach, and I enjoy posting videos about PCOS because it's something I struggled with for many years in my life. Fortunately, I was able to reverse my PCOS with diet and lifestyle changes, and now my period is completely regular and I ovulate every month. My skin cleared up as well, and I don't get cysts on my ovaries anymore. Subscribe if you want to stay connected to me and see any videos I post on nutrition to learn how you can achieve your health and wellness goals for muscle gain and weight loss. And if you're a woman dealing with fertility issues, I also specialize in PCOS, endometriosis, and skin issues like acne. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.